everyone, it's Mitch. It's Tuesday, September 29th, 2009, here for our weekly Tuesday boxing talk. September's closing out now, and it was a great month for boxing. Not the best month in boxing history by far, but certainly, shows that the sport is headed in the right direction. The Mayweather-Marquez fight, as bad as it was, did almost 1 million pay-per-view buys, and some counts, I've heard that it did more than 1 million pay-per-view buys. It nearly outsold the UFC mixed martial arts event 2-1. So boxing appears to be alive and well, and it looks like it's making a comeback. And it's definitely because the good fighters are fighting the good fighters, and creating these marquee matchups and recognizable matchups. Not a bunch of guys that only fight on pay-per-view and that nobody knows who they are anymore. Couple of guys that everybody knows, Manny Pacquiao and Miguel Cotto, they are in full force training for their fight, just about 6 weeks away now. Freddie Roach is over in the Philippines working with Manny, and he could not believe the shape that Manny was in when he got there. He said that this is the best shape that Manny's ever been in to start a training camp. The sparring partners are all over there. Antolon is one of them, and Manny looks to be in real good shape, and of course he's fighting a much bigger man than Cotto. I'm hearing, around 158 to 160 is what Cotto's going to be weighing by the time he gets in the ring. Of course, he'll weigh in, at the agreed upon weight for the fight, but when he gets in the ring, all bets are off as far as how much he actually weighs. Speaking of, action coming up, we got a pretty good slate of fights coming up throughout the rest of the year. And October kicks off that super middleweight tournament on Showtime. Right in the middle of the month in October, we have Carl Froch is fighting Andre Durrell, and Jermaine Taylor against Arthur Abraham. So the first first 4 fighters of the Super 6 super middleweight tournament on Showtime, something that we're all looking forward to. I think this thing is going to be just a monster success. It's going to bring a lot of notoriety and just show a lot of great fights on, premium cable, but certainly not pay-per-view. Some fighters that have been on pay-per-view, going to give some great exposure to the sport, and hopefully make some similar matchups down the road, some of these other packed stock weight divisions, which is the sport of boxing today. We're going to keep this kind of short. We had the Klitschko Arreola fight, last Saturday. Arreola is pretty much how we thought. He didn't get Klitschko out in the first 3 or 4 rounds, and at that point, it was pretty much over. He fought the game fight. He was always coming forward. It certainly wasn't for lack of heart, just like Juan Manuel Marquez and his loss to Mayweather. Wasn't for lack of heart. He just did not have it against Klitschko. Klitschko was just a better fighter. Maybe not just on that night. I just think he is the better fighter. Hopefully Chris rebounds from this. Maybe he gets in a little better shape for his next fight out, and maybe he gets another shot at it someday. In any event, we're going to be following all the boxing action, all the fights coming up. Jam-packed fall schedule. We're on top of it all the way. In any event, this is Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com. Be sure to check out all of our sports picks, write-ups, and action at SportsChatPlace.com, and enjoy the week.